Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. We have a very big collection of dynamic creators that will be in the chat today to make up a big portion of our community of loyal and dedicated supporters who will continue to come back to your channel again and again to give you the views, likes, comments, and other things that we all need as growing YouTubers. The first channel that we're looking at today is from Foodie Squad. This is somebody I've been connected to for many months on both Tuber Chat and my personal channel, and somebody who's very much loved and well respected in the community. So welcome everyone, and thank you. So many people came so early today and have been waiting, so I really appreciate your patience, especially a few people that I see that are brand new. Doreen Kezia and TikTok Viral, I know you've been here for a while, so thank you for coming and visiting. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect with you, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like at all. We're all here for the same thing. We all want to connect and grow our channels, meet some new friends and family members. Welcome to Jade and Sue. Bluefees, good to have you back. Crazy's good to have you back as well. Oak Style, it's always good to see you. LC Lifestyle, I think this is your first time here as well. And I'm going to run through how we connect with people here and what the wheel that you see is all about and all that good stuff. I always leave the instructions at the bottom of the screen so you can see them all the time, but I'll go through everything in just a minute. This is our life. Hopefully you're still here. Thank you, Princess Lizzie. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey, who's here with us all the time. Daco Autos channel. Daco Ott's channel. Sorry, I should know that. Bumby Selby, who's been with me for months and months and months since the beginning of my journey through the small YouTuber community that we like to call it. I'll tell you the reason why we use that term. Patai MD, thank you for coming and visiting again. Life with Triple T. Thank you also. D Turner Gaming, it's always good to have you here. Angels Army, thank you for coming in. So please don't be shy. For those of you who know how to connect, go ahead and do it. Basically, like I said, everybody here is willing to connect. Please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. And the way that we do it is we visit a channel one by one. Anybody that you'd like in the chat, leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you're going to connect with them. And then visit their channel and watch a short video in full. It must be at least 1 minute long. Any amount of time over that is okay, whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever you feel like spending, and leave a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Always give the creator a thumbs up. We should all be doing that for each other all the time. And then if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name, and let them know something about the video that you watched so that they know where to find your comment easily, and then they could turn around now that they know you've secured the connection, and they could do the same thing for your channel. The reason the video should be at least a minute long is so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. If anybody does any of the steps incorrectly or tries to be a little bit too fast, unfortunately what might happen is you could lose the connection. What we'd hate to happen here is for you to pick up 10 or 20 new family members today in Tuber Chat and lose half of them tomorrow. It's not because they unsubscribe. It's because one of the two parties didn't fulfill the entire procedure. But as long as you do, you'll be fine. Foodie Squad, I'm so happy that you're here so I can talk about why I've got you featured today. It's quite a story, and I'm really proud to even have you, first of all, with us here at Tuber Chat, secondly, featured today. So I'm going to catch up with everybody. Suzuki Vlog, official channel, thanks for coming in. Starshamau DIYs, thank you for coming in. This must be your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. The instructions are at the bottom of the screen, but I'll go over it again from time to time. Kiki Soul Fitness, thanks for coming in. Blog Gym Fiction. I'm very happy that you're here. You know that I'm running your videos right now. Blogs and Fiction is a generous creator who, without asking, started running playlists both for Kristen and for myself. And that's the kind of generosity that I love to see in creators. And I'll have to ask you if you mind if I mention the Instagram message that you sent to Kristen about it. I really love the idea when creators are willing to do more for others than they expect in return. And for that, we absolutely will, as a minimum, return the favor. Jaden Sue, I think I welcomed you already, but that's okay. Life with Triple T, it's good to see you. And then Beautiful Fetching Rose, it's always nice to have you here. Hopefully TikTok Viral is doing okay. Please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like in the chat. Oakstyle, good to see you connecting with people. Carrie Beth, it's always wonderful to have you in the house, so thank you for coming back with us. Boy, oh boy, we are busy today. The Nail Princess, great to see you again, so thank you for that. Mr. Fulton Mraz, thank you. You always share us out, and I really appreciate that, so thank you. D. Turner Gaming is on the path to 1K, so I can't wait to see how far you're along, and then maybe we can push you a little farther. Pardon me, David Skywash, great to see you here. This is our life. Hopefully you were here when I welcomed you just a few moments ago. Dear Planet, thanks for coming in. Angel's Army, I think I mentioned you, but I'm happy that you're here. Green Fam 20, great to see you here. I forget whether this might be your first time with Tuber Chat, but please feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody wants to connect, so please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. Please don't wait for anybody to come to you. We are very much focused here at Tuber Chat on loyal and dedicated supporters, the kind of creators that will come back to your channel again and again to watch videos, to comment, to like, and give you all the things we need as growing YouTubers, hanging out in live streams and things like that, not only in the coming days, but in the coming, hopefully, weeks, months, and eventually years as we build relationships here. Bluefies, I think I mentioned you, but I'm happy that you're here again. I have to forgive me because the chat is just flying today. I forgot to put slow mode on. Doesn't matter. That was only an experiment anyway. But, wow, are we ever doing well? Hunting 540 Fishing, thanks for coming in. Glad we're so busy. There are a lot of channels for you to connect with today. I just want to have a quick look and see how many channels we actually have in the chat right this second. 31. Thank you very much, everybody. So that's a great start for today's live stream. I'll get back to a little bit of welcoming everybody. Please forgive me if I'm taking time to get to you. As long as you're active in the chat, I certainly will get to you at some point shortly. And then, I am just Casey. Thanks for coming in. So the Foodie Squad, there's a really big reason why I wanted to feature them. They're obviously doing very well at well over 3,500 subscribers. And I'll tell you the reason why they're doing so well with their family members and, you know, the number there is because they are very much loved and well respected in the community. They're a generous creator, and I run into them all the time, whether it's in other people's live streams, and I've been fortunate to hang out in theirs recently. So I don't expect that there might be anybody here right now who may have been in the Foodie Squad's live stream the other day when I was in there, but I had a great time. Foodie Squad often has music playing and this and that, and she might think that I have her featured because while I was in there, she was playing Rebirth of Slick by Diggable Planets, and I was so excited because that's a song that just has, you know, a little bit of history for myself, but I was so happy, and we were all kind of in the live stream jamming out to it, and everybody was enjoying it, and we're having great conversations and stuff, and that's how her live streams go. But that's not the reason. The reason why is because I saw generosity in the Foodie Squad during that live stream that I was really drawn to, and I really love to see this kind of thing from creators. So Foodie Squad let me know that another co-creator in our community, Angel Lives, was diagnosed with COVID-19 a little while ago. It's about a week and a half ago that a week ago or so that I heard about it, maybe a little bit longer. So this particular video here from a week ago that she posted, we looked at, and I watched that whole video. I posted it both on my community tab and for Tuber Chat for everybody to see what was happening. So Foodie Squad came up with a great idea for something we can do to help Angel Lives while she has to be off because she spent time in the hospital, was not able to post. Now I see that she's been back at it, so that's great. But in the meantime, one of the things that we can do to help this creator so that their channel continues to do well in the YouTube algorithm while they have to be off is if everybody would watch a few videos or a playlist or something like that from Angel Lives. We'll all appreciate it. Everybody in the community will. Angel Lives is very much loved and well respected in the community as well. But Foodie Squad came up with the idea that if everybody would watch a few of their videos, they would be able to remain active even while they weren't posting. So I hope everybody will join us in doing that. And it's great to see that she's posting again a little bit. Hopefully she's doing fantastic. I'll try to follow up and get in touch. Foodie Squad's a little bit closer to her. So maybe she'll have some words and then we can all catch Foodie Squad later tonight. Foodie Squad, as far as I understand, goes live every Friday night. So that's a very long-winded speech, and I appreciate everybody having the patience to listen to what I was saying and think about helping out Angel Lives here. And I hope that you'll subscribe to Foodie Squad as well, because this is somebody who, like I said, has been with me for months and months, both on my personal channel and on Tuber Chat. So I'm way behind in the chat. I'm going to try to catch up here in just a second. Pardon me for one moment. Okay, we're going to address something right now, and hopefully everybody can, you guys will follow along. I got to switch accounts here. Something's up. So forgive me for being behind in the chat. Hopefully everybody, especially newcomers, feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators. Everybody is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody in the chat. The instructions are on the bottom of the screen. Please, when you leave comments for people, make them meaningful and as long as you can stand, at least a couple of sentences so that the comments stick and the connection sticks and things like that. I'm going to get back to the chat shortly, but we've got to address something right now, and I hope that everybody can get some value out of this. If YouTube's been doing a lot of glitching lately, and one of the things that we're experiencing right this second is one of our good friends, actually somebody who was just featured last week, the Essence of Sonya, may be shadow banned from the channel. What that means is there's no rhyme or reason to it, but for some reason they're not able to message right now in the chat. So we're going to look for them right now. Something's really up here. We're getting messages from a few people. If anybody else is watching the live stream and having trouble coming into the chat, then if you could, please send a message on Instagram, and I'll make sure that I'm on it on Tuber Chat in 1 second here. So it's just simply Tuber Chat, one word. And I'll make sure that I get to your messages so that I can make sure that you're not shadow banned in the chat. This happens from time to time. My guess would be because we're unbelievably busy today. So we go into our YouTube studio, and hopefully you saw me go down to the settings at the bottom left. I'm going into the community area. Master Arts, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me, everybody who I haven't welcomed personally. We're just trying to help a couple creators right now, and I'll get back to the chat. But everybody feel free to please connect with each other. Just follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen to make sure that the love sticks, as we like to say. Let me see if I can do one or two things to try to speed my computer up here. These don't need to be running for the chat to run. And I'm just waiting. I have a very big banned list of words that everybody should kind of have as well in the back of their community area. Oh, just living life too. what a headache YouTube is causing with all these glitches. This is ridiculous. And forgive me, I know you guys don't usually see me angry or speaking negatively, but I'm so hidden users. Oh no. I must have a mod that's gone crazy. Oh no. I got it. Well, who's left as a mod? Nels by Nicole hasn't been here for a while. Mr. Joshy hasn't been here for a while. Cancer hasn't been here for a while. Oh. Well, it looks like somebody has gone through. Somehow a lot of users got banned here. I'm pulling mods. I've never seen anything like this. So everybody will have to forgive me who's had this happen. SK Marble, Cyberlife, Chi-Chan. Well, you're going to get a nice long speech from me now about how important it is to make sure that you trust your moderators. Pardon me for a second. Sorry, let me do what I'm doing. Okay. Forgive me, everybody. So, yeah, I don't know what's happened here. I'm just going to pull all. Kristen and Kira are in here. I know it's not Jeff. I'm just going to pull every mod. Kristen and Kira are here with me, like in the same household, so that's fine. Can I remove all hidden users for now? There. Okay, hopefully everybody can come back in. So we learned something together today. I haven't ever seen something like that on one of my channels before. You have to forgive me. I'm just taken aback a little bit because I'm kind of amazed. I don't have anybody as a moderator that I don't absolutely trust, but I suppose that's not enough these days. So any channels that have been actually banned were only banned for simple things like coming in and demanding sub for sub action and stuff like that. If I see that kind of stuff, I'll just ban channels. But I don't take it lightly. So yeah, the essence of Sonya, you're back. So it's extremely embarrassing for me. I don't know even what to think about that, but I've obviously had a mod go through and wipe out a bunch of people. So I'm going to get to the wheel in a moment. Let me just put up Foodie Squad here again for a second. Now, while I'm saying what I'm saying about mods, there's always a possibility that it could be one of these third-party things that I add. Hopefully, you guys saw, but I always use Bautissimo and forgive me, Bautissimo and Stream Elements and Streamlabs. I'm just trying to think. I added a feature today. I wonder if that is, I got to take that feature off. I can't imagine this. That's the only thing I can think of that I changed today. So I use this bot called Botissimo, and I really like it. I got to figure out where I am here. I lost my window. You'll have to forgive me. We're going to fix something. Hopefully we're all learning together today. So it may not, now that I think of it, Foodie Squad, it's possible that it's not a mod's fault. I'm going to be really upset if this is the trouble. So I use this bot called Botissimo. And see this thing here. Botissimo is something that I use for stats. It's how I figure out how to run the wheel. What happens here, if I refresh this and I go on the hours, what this will do is show me who's spending the most time and sending messages and who's the most active. This is how I decide who to put on the wheel. Just something that works in the background. It's all like, if you were to sit there with a pen and paper and write down everything everybody said in the chat, it's the same information. Anyway, today I added this feature called Welcome New Users. And I wonder if there's a conflict between that and the spam filters that can block people and things like that. I wonder about that. So anyway, I've turned it off now, and I don't know, hopefully that will kick in on its own. I will keep an eye on my banned users list and see if anything happens. But it's a possibility that that was a problem, because I changed that today right before we started. Anyway, forgive me, everybody. We haven't even gotten around to any of the chat. I haven't put any channels on the screen or anything like that. So forgive me. But I wanted to show you those things. So now you know where the hidden users are. Now you know if somebody messages you and says, hey, I can't get into your chat, because most of the time you won't hear from anybody. You won't even know. I'm very lucky because the people who messaged are people who, first of all, I think they've all been featured channels, as a matter of fact. But we have relationships building outside because of Tuber Chat, because we've swapped playlists with each other, or we have talked about collaborating in some way. Some of them might be doing this featured channels collaboration that we have on the front page and things like that. I'm very lucky because I got those messages, actually Kristen did, to say, hey, something's up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. We were already really busy in the chat. But anyway, hopefully we're set now. If anybody else has trouble and can't get in, please do me a favor. Send me a message on Instagram, and I will try to get to it as fast as I can. Hopefully everybody likes my new thumbnails that I changed this week. I was very excited about that. I'm going to see some of you who were with me the other day for a live stream may have noticed that I was talking about the sorry, I just want to let a couple people know. Yeah, and then it should be fine. Forgive me, I'm dancing around so many different things here. That was something else. So anyway, so you got to be careful of these bots. Maybe that's it. I don't think I had a mod go crazy. That was the first. That's me jumping to conclusions. You got to be careful about that too on YouTube. Anyway, the other day we were talking about click-through rate. And we were talking about the analytics, which I'm happy to go through anytime anybody wants to. But your thumbnails and titles are very important. And the click-through rate on Tuber Chat has not been where I wish it was. It's been much lower. And I know that it's because I think it's because the thumbnails. Because when you see a thumbnail featuring a channel that you don't recognize, with the logo for Tuber Chat that you don't recognize, for instance, if you've never been here before, then I could imagine it's not very clickable. So hopefully they're bright and colorful and everybody likes them now. But forgive me, I haven't caught. I intended this weekend, I'm making a very big effort to be much better at following the chat, and I haven't seen a message in the last half hour. So forgive me, everybody, please. For those of you who are new, it's usually not so hectic here. Usually we're just having fun connecting with each other, putting channels on the screen, talking. And while it is busy, we usually don't have problems. But what I like about this is we get a chance to learn together. So you can see some of the things that happen. If your messages are not coming through in somebody else's chat, there are a lot of different reasons that can happen. We've seen a lot of glitching from YouTube lately in a lot of different ways, and it's called shadow banning when this happens. So at some point, actually, why don't I just do it right this second? Let's go back in and just make sure that nothing is being added to the hidden users list right now. The only trouble with all of this is you can't be sure. Can't be sure of what the trouble was. But I did change the one thing, so that's okay. Brody Namaste. Oh, Brody Namaste. Thank you for coming in. Becky Peters, it's good to see you again. Just living life. I'm glad you're out of the slammer and back able to talk to everybody again. Mickey 404, always good to see you. Thanks for coming in. The essence of Sonia is released and back in action again. Switnessy, thank you so much. I did see you come in earlier, but I was a little bit wrapped up in what I was doing. But thank you so much for coming in. I hope you meet some new friends and family members today. Generosa and Katha, thanks for coming in. Forgive me, anybody that I haven't welcomed that's come in. We got tied up with a couple of things there. So let me see how the chat is doing. Blogs and Fiction, glad you're still here with us. Let me just see what happens when I refresh. Wonder if I lost a bunch of people with my speeches there. And let's go back. I promised we were going to look at the community section again. This is where you look at your moderators and your banned users and stuff like that. It takes my computer a second to refresh. It's just because I got so many windows open. You can imagine when you're live streaming and all that. So it looks like we may have 37 in the chat right now. So thank you very much. 55 thumbs up, which is probably one of our highest days. So thank you very much, everybody. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would give a thumbs up. Let's blow this thing through the roof if we can. I'm really happy that we might be helping more people and expanding the Tuber chat community right now. So let's go down to, we got some approved users. These were put in here because their messages were getting stopped. They were not banned or anything, but as we can see now, no new users have been added to the hidden user list. So we should be good. Now I'm going to have to explain to all my friends why their wrenches were taken away. At least I have a replay that they can go and watch now. That's okay. Natural Curls for Life. Thank you for coming in. Okay, hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting, and hopefully we're back in action now. I just want to make sure nobody else is waiting for me. Yes, thank you to several people. Jaden Sue, Georgia Bulldogs, Just Living Life, The Essence of Sonia, and I don't know who else has been sending messages to let us know. But thank you, because otherwise I wouldn't have known. And that would be just horrifying. And I don't know when I would have found that out, because I don't go into my hidden users every day. But that's something else. My guess is that it probably has to do with that bot and that feature. So I'm going to have to look at why it's possible that that would happen. What a disaster. I usually run 4 bots at the same time, including Nightbot, Stream Elements, Streamlabs, and Botissimo. So it's possible that they're conflicting. It's possible that one does something and then the other one snaps. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. D Turner Gaming, it's a good idea. Yes. There's so much that we have to do as creators to look after our channels and to maintain them and to go through the algorithms and all the different things that we have to do. But yeah, once in a while you want to make sure that your lists are okay. So speaking of which, so Botissimo, I don't care if it made a mistake today. I still love it. It's not that I don't care, but I mean, I still love Botissimo. So when I go in my user settings or users option, it has this leaderboard, and this shows me, you know, who's been most active and stuff like that. And like I said, this is how I decide how to put channels on the screen. So my guess is that there could be glitches with that too, but that's okay. We'll live with that for a second. Now, before I put names on the wheel, I want to show everybody something else. I want to try to do tutorials at the beginning of these live streams where possible when something is up. Past Life Explorer, thanks for coming in. And Lee, thanks for coming. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Please don't be shy. Sheriff Buford. You know, I was calling you Sheriff Bufford for I don't know how many live streams you've been in now, and I'm so sorry because it must be Sheriff Buford, and I heard somebody else say it. I don't know why. Maybe you're in I think you came into a live stream. I think we ran into each other in somebody else's live stream, and they mentioned it, and I said, why didn't I think of that? Of course, Buford. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I'd love to feature you properly when you're here. And Jay's Journey, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the kind words on the thumbnail. I believe you sent another message or you did something, maybe on Twitter or something like that. There was something that you did, and I skimmed by it very quickly. I meant to go back when I was setting up for the live stream today. Oh, Nail Princess. IMAX never die. What are you talking about? So, yeah, everybody, please don't be shy. Reach out to each other. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. Everybody's here for the same thing. Best idea is always to go first. So, forgive me. Let's switch back accounts now. So, I'm going to switch to my personal account, and I'm going to show you how we make a playlist for the purpose of swapping playlists with other creators. So, one of the easiest collaborations that you can do that can really help your watch hours, whether you need watch hours or you know other creators who do, this is something you can do. Simply, you're going to run a playlist for them, and they're going to run a playlist for you. But the very best way to do it, I'm going to show you how right now. So I'm going to go to my personal channel. The reason why I'm doing this is because Tuber Chat is only live streams, and I'm going to show you how to do this. We want to avoid live streams. Past Life Explorer, yes, is one of the previous featured channels. Cozy Relaxation is featured, I believe, on Monday. Shadowed Soul, it's great to have you back. Georgia Bulldogs, so good to see you in the chat now. Mr. Fulton Mraz, and I really appreciate everybody's patience today. I really appreciate the fact. This is what I mean as well. Forgive all my long speeches, but this is what I mean as well about generosity between creators when... Oh, the Hoops Family Network. I got to tell you a story right away. Let's get Amanda back mod. I can't do it on this channel. I'm going to mod you in a minute, Amanda. I got to switch accounts again to do it. But we had a problem. A lot of users got shadow banned, and I have a feeling it's one of the bots that I put in. But I freaked out right away and thought maybe I had a mod go crazy and start banning everybody. My hidden users list had what looked like about 100 people in it. So I removed all mods except for Kristen and Kira, of course. But anyways, I'll get back to it in a minute. But I just don't want you to wonder what's going on. We'll fix that in a few minutes. In the meantime, I want to show you how to make this playlist. So Sintang Chariot, am I pronouncing that kind of right? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. LC Lifestyle, looks like you're having a good time connecting with people, so that's great. Sintag Chariot might just be in the background. Hoops Family Network, if you see the replay, you'll see how like crazy it took me by surprise. Like I thought for a second maybe we had a mod go on a crazy streak and ban everybody. The banned list was huge, and I was getting messages from like 4 different people at least, and Kristen was on Instagram asking why they're not able to come in the chat. Anyway, it's a whole ordeal. So Ann Lee is saying they're on a mobile, so you just want to be patient with them if you're connecting with Ann Lee. So I want to show you how to make a playlist. When you're making a playlist for the purpose of swapping with other creators, you want to make a playlist that contains only your videos, every pre-recorded video you've ever released, no unlisted, no private videos, and no videos from anybody else. no live streams either. So I'm going to show you how to do it. There's easier ways, but let's just go into our, see, I'm already doing it wrong. Let's go into YouTube Studio. I have a million playlists, but there's reasons for that. And like I said, the reason we're doing this on my personal channel and not TuberChat is because TuberChat doesn't have videos really. It has only live streams so far. I will make videos eventually. I plan on making tutorials like this that are very clear and concise. Lydia Saba, good to see you. Albert, a.k.a. Turtle, thanks for coming back. I know you were here early, so thanks for returning. Daniel, live forever. It's good to see you back again as well. Forgive me, anybody that I haven't welcomed. We got... Hoops Family Network, forgive me, I see that, but I see you're saying LOL. Is there something I need to actually watch, or are you making a joke? Okay, so here we go, playlists. Click on your playlist. We want to add a new playlist, and we're going to call this a test playlist. You're going to call it something more entertaining. Play, if I can pronounce list, test playlist. Here we go. And you'll see it's creating it for me, refreshing the page. Now there's no videos in there. So what I'm going to do right now is click add videos from the three little dots there. And I'm going to go to your YouTube videos, which is right here. Now, the only problem is it's mixing up all the live streams and the videos. So I've got to remember what was a live stream and what was a video. But I usually put the word live in the live streams. A lot of live streaming I've been doing lately. I'm not going to worry about every single one. I'm going to show you the process. So this is what you're going to do. And again, you only want videos, no live streams. That was a video. I forgot Kristen and I did that together. So I add videos, and the page will refresh itself. Now, you want all of your pre-recorded videos. And the best idea is to name the playlist. You can edit the name here. And I might call this something like All of Kevin K. Or something like Binge. I'll call it Binge Watch Kevin K. Because I already have something called All Kevin K or something like that on the front. Save. Now, we wanted to make this playlist at the bottom of the front page of our channel so that it's easy for everybody to find. Because if we all do that, if we all say, oh, we're swapping playlists, and somebody says, well, which playlist do you want me to run? It's at the bottom of the front of my channel. It's easy for everybody to remember that, and it doesn't interfere with everything else on your channel. So now we go to the front page. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, you're saying I need to actually see somebody's channel. Cozy Relaxation. If a playlist contains videos from other creators, that watch time does not count for the person you're hoping it counts for. So I have a lot of playlists on my channel, for instance, and forgive me, I just want to show Cozy Relaxation something, and I'll get back to what I was doing. So see this PB Creator Showcase number 9 video playlist that I have here? That was from an experiment I did a few months ago on my channel called Playlist Buddies. And what I did is everybody who came in the live stream, I put a video from them into the playlist. So it's all videos from other people. The purpose was everybody who came in was supposed to run that playlist after, and then it gives a few minutes of watch time for everybody. But when 50 people are doing it, it can really help, right? Anyway, so that was just an idea. But this 100% for sure does not count for watch time for me. Each one of the creators will get their 10 or 11 minutes of watch time, but it doesn't count for me. And the same thing goes for you. So if you're running a playlist for somebody and their playlist has videos of other people's, if their playlist has other people's videos included, they will not get watch time for that. The creator who made the video will get their 10 minutes of watch time or whatever it is. So it's very important. That's exactly why I'm going over this process right now. So forgive me because I closed my window. So we're going to get back. I'm going to show you how to put your playlist at the bottom of your front page. I will eventually get to the wheel, so forgive me for being so late with that. Zelda Master John, great to see you in here. Shattered Soul, I did welcome you, but I'm sorry you're not well today. Hopefully you start feeling a little bit better. Diet Spectral 17, thanks for coming in. This must be your first time with Tuber Chat. Please don't be shy. Everybody here is willing to connect. Reach out to any creator that you want. Just follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen. We're very much focused on loyal and dedicated supporters here so that we can start building relationships with people who will come back to your channel, not only in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years, to give you the comments, likes, views, and other things we all need as growing YouTubers over the long term. So when I go to my channel, I go to Customize Channel. I'm not worried about the word help here, Shattered Soul, because most people don't use it. I have a big banned words list, but because of that, the chat is very tight, so I'm not too worried about it. But if there's any words that you know are spam or a lot of people call them, then it's best not to use them. We have to find other ways to word our sentences. But if there's something that I can help you with, you can ask me anything you want. And then forgive me, everybody. I know I've done a horrible job of getting through the chat. If there's something you've asked me and I've missed, please just try again. I'm going to try to be a little more calm in a moment, and then maybe I can get through some of this stuff. So you can add up to 10 sections on your front page, including this, you have a trailer if it's for new people, and you have a video for returning people. I always use the same one. You can set up all your sections any way that you want here, of course. You can have channels. You could do a lot of different things with this. But today, I want a single playlist, and I'm going to leave it in a horizontal row, like everything else that I've done on my page. I want to choose a playlist from my playlist, not from somebody else's playlist. You might do that if you have two channels. So for instance, if I wanted to put a Tuber Chat shelf on my front page, I could use that. Free of cost use for live streams. I sure can, Shattered Soul. So on a phone, my understanding is you can use Streamlabs, Prism. There's one called Lily. And, of course, the YouTube app is free. And then a lot of these things have paid options. When you're on a computer like I am right now, I'm choosing to use StreamYard just because it's very, very easy. And I want to focus on what we're doing, not how pretty my live stream looks. But if you are interested in more hardcore streaming, anything OBS, so Open Broadcaster Software, I think is what the proper name for it. There's a lot of companies who have taken versions of it. Like, for instance, Streamlabs OBS is a Streamlabs specific version. It is free, but they have paid upgrades. StreamYard is free, but has paid upgrades. And then there could be other ones as well. So forgive me, I only use a few, so it's not like I have a huge list, but maybe I can find a few more for you and put together some kind of a video about the top 5 or something like that. So when I go through my playlists here, I'm going to find my playlist, and you'll see I just made this one here, Binge Watch Kevin K. Now I hit done, and it is there at the bottom of my channel. Now when I go back to my channel, I just wanted to show everybody how to do this because we're very focused on swapping playlists here, and there's a big benefit to it. It's not just the watch hours, but you start to build friendships and relationships with people because you really don't have a choice but to talk, whether it's on Instagram or somewhere else, and it's great. Daniel Live Forever, the best idea when you're telling somebody you're following them back is just to give them 2 hearts next to their name or 2 emojis of some sort, or use a different way of saying that. Your messages are getting held because follow is probably typical YouTube spam word for chats like this. That's why we all say I danced with you, or I left a package at your house. House has even become a spam word. But I might say something like, I've been to your place and left footprints there for you to see. There's lots of different ways of wording it, but we have to dance around it, unfortunately. It's Fifi777. Thank you for coming in. Master Arts, thanks for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, if you would, I'd appreciate it. I know when we're on a phone, you have to shut the chat off for a quick second. You don't lose your place, and it only takes a moment, but I'll appreciate it if you do. And if anybody has the ability to share us out on your community tab or Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, we'll appreciate that too. So now you see at the bottom of my front page, there's my Binge Watch Kevin K, and somebody can just click this button right here, play all, and you're off to the races. That's how you swap playlists with people. So I hope that can be of the smallest bit of value. We've had to go through a lot of different stuff today with this shadow banning nonsense that we went through and everything else. But hopefully we got a few more things. D Turner Gaming. So the spam only applies to live streams, though, like this, where we're encouraging people to grow, because there's too much sub for sub activity out there. And obviously, like everybody knows, that's not what we're doing here. While we are joining each other's families, if you want to put it that way, the idea is that we're hopefully building lasting relationships with dedicated and loyal supporters who are going to continue coming back again and again. D Turner Gaming is one of those people. I've been connected to D Turner Gaming for 4 or 5, maybe 6 months now. I met them through the Hoops Family Network. So let me actually switch my account back here. We'll get the Hoops Family Network set back up. Hopefully she's still here with us. Let me get back over here and see. The Hoops Family Network, if you're still here, do me a favor, just say anything in the chat and I'll mod you back. It's Be Wanston, yes, honey. I had a big issue earlier. It might have been just a bot that I had, but a bunch of channels got banned. It was a lot, actually. So my first thought was maybe a mod did that, but my second thought was it's probably a bot, because I changed a feature today, and I think they're kind of crashing into each other. So I removed a lot of I removed everybody's mod except for Kristen and Kira. And I'll get to the wheel shortly. So let's get a few channels up here. If I can type. I was so wrapped up in what was happening there. Oh, my Shattered Soul, my guess is if you put anything in the chat at all, it's already hit the YouTube servers. So spam is spam. I don't know the truth about links and whether they're spam or not, but I choose to do everything safely here at Tuber Chat. That's why I don't have a lot of mods in the first place. Even when you've seen that I've had like 10 mods. Every single moderator that I have has a story behind them and the reason why they've become a mod. So it's not popular here. And I know that links can help. And when we run into a channel that people have trouble finding, then I'll use links, but I'll do it. And then what I don't want to do, and you have to forgive me for this, but I don't want to make it easier on anybody, because that's not what we're here for. It's possible to hop into a live stream and just start like hammering people just to raise your numbers as fast as you can, but that's not what we're doing. It's not going to help. If you get 1,000 subscribers and somehow you manage to get your hours, I don't want you to just end up making $5 a month, because I don't think any of us are here for that. If monetization is something you want out of YouTube, there's plenty, and I want you to get everything you want out of YouTube. The way to do that is to build relationships with people and have people come back and watch your videos. If everybody's just racing to get that 1,000, it's not going to help anybody. Bluefies, I'm sorry that you're bored. That's something else. What was I about? I'm adding names to the wheel, yes. and I was hoping to get the Hoops Family Network sorted out. Okay, she might have... oh, there you are. I'm going to have to, I'll have to see that. There's a lot of different ways that these live streams are going. There's a lot of people like Vern's Junk Closet and a bunch of her friends are doing Drop the Link Day and stuff like that. Tuber Chat's not going to change in that way. And I understand people use links for other people, which is cool and stuff like that. I'm curious to see what you're talking about. I will go and have a look at some point. Hey, Bluefies, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Okay, thank you very much, Jay's Journey. Thank you. Sheriff Buford, thank you. Okay, so Hoops Family should be sorted out now. Rockstar Richie, I'm not sure if there's any music channels. Yeah, hopefully somebody reaches out to you if there is. Cozy Relaxation should be here. There's a lot of music there. The Dude Rocks sometimes comes through. I don't know whether they will today or have already. Yeah, there you go. Cozy Relaxation, yes. Okay, so hopefully we're all set. Yes, the Hoops Family Network is back set up. Oh, Past Life Explorer, you did a live stream, and Mr. Joshi made it. McRae Kings, thanks for coming in. Okay, adding names to the wheel. Forgive me, everybody. Today has been some hectic thing. I was hoping that it would be busier today, and boy, is it ever. Doreen Kizia. So I'm just going to, I'll explain the way that the wheel works. Bluefies will get you on there. The way that the wheel works is once you've been here for about a half an hour or so, and it's not, I don't keep a timer. It's arbitrary. I just notice how active everybody is in the chat, and I've got a bot looking after it and this and that as well. Then I add your name to the wheel. The wheel is completely random. But once I spin the wheel, and your name comes up, if you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen and we talk about it. Now, I didn't even get to the wheel for the first hour here, which is very unusual. But, oh, and I should have put Hoops Family on there already. So Oak Style, hopefully, yeah, Oak Style's right there. So I know you're still here. Thank you very much. Xinjiang Chariot, hopefully, I don't know what the problem is, but yeah, everybody else should be able to hear. I don't think there's trouble with my mic or anything. Oak Style, thank you for hanging out so long. I'm glad that we've got you up here. I'm actually running Food Fight Showdown playlist. We swapped. I'm running Food Fight Showdown right now. This is a family. They got Lakeside Living, Food Fight Showdown, and Oak Style. Often you'll find them together here at Tuber Chat. And I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting. Oh, Sheriff Buford, thank you. You shared us on Twitter. So I'm going to make sure I get to that, and I will add you to our Twitter list called Tuber Chat Stars. I have listed it as YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others so that other people on Twitter can find generous creators like yourself that are willing to share. And then forgive me again. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. If anybody had asked me something that I missed, then by all means, please let me know, and I will address it. Hopefully, otherwise, everybody's having a good time connecting. A lot of new channels have come through the chat today, so that's very, very exciting. If you're new here today, if this is your first time, or if you haven't been with us very often, hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect, and then hopefully you're going to meet a lot of new friends and family members. We're very focused on connecting the right way, and I'll describe the process again in a second. Shattered Soul, yeah. So you're not stuck in this chat, are you? Are our moderators mentioning, like, hitting your messages, or no? I think you're fine in ours, Shattered Soul. But yeah, well, dancing is becoming popular. Everything that becomes popular, I can imagine, is going to start to be noticed by YouTube. How do you calculate your watch time? It's Fifi777. I don't calculate. I just watch, because what happens a lot of the time is we will go through looking at our watch time. You'll gain a bunch and then you'll lose a bunch. And there's 100 reasons for that. There's so many different reasons for this. And the YouTube algorithm does its own job of deciding what is valid and what is not. And most of us would probably never agree. So some of the things we deal with here on YouTube, you have to look at it as, you got to take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back all the time. So it's tough, and it's, disheartening and this and that. But I just look at what it marks as. I'll use another window for this, and then we'll get back to It's Me Once Then Yes Honey. Why most of the YouTube Facebook views won't count? I imagine both networks. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but I imagine both networks do not allow anything to count for each other. So if you do something on Facebook, pardon me, it's not going to have anything to do with YouTube, because they're not the same company. They don't share servers. YouTube is only going to count YouTube. Facebook is only going to count Facebook. I'm imagining that. R&V Wings and Things is the Twitter from Sheriff Buford. If you're still here, Sheriff Buford, I don't know how long we're going to go, but I estimated at least 3 hours today. I estimate that always Tuber Chat's going to be 3 hours from now on, because it's been getting busier and busier and busier, and I thank everybody for that. But if you're still here, I'm going to go through showing you where the Twitter list is. R&V Wings and Things. That's kind of a cool name. Oh, upload YouTube videos on Facebook, but it doesn't count. That's why my guess, Cozy Relaxation. So Facebook has its own benefits, and you can draw in people to YouTube from Facebook by saying, like, you say to your Facebook people, hey, I have a YouTube channel, I'm on there. Now, if somebody is in the mood to watch a YouTube video at the moment that your message passes by, maybe they will come to you. But that's about all the weight you can put behind that. But it is a good idea to always share all your stuff on all social networks, so that all of your people are aware of what you're focused on, and then they can find you when they want to find you. Shattered Soul. Okay, it looks like you're getting your spam situation sorted out, but I think Tuber Chat was in that situation. I seem to have a lot of messages held, and even when I was first connecting with people many months ago to try to get the numbers up on Tuber Chat, the first few hundred subscribers and this and that, a lot of my messages were going to spam no matter what I did, and I typically don't use spam words, or try not to. But I think it just marked because I was working so aggressively. It seems to be out of the woods now, but I wonder if I can ask Kristen to get a link for Doreen Kezia for cozy relaxation. If anybody's having trouble finding a channel, then please just let us know. You can let the mods know. Kristen, especially, will be able to get a link for you if you need it. We don't do a lot of links here, but sometimes we have a channel that's a little more difficult to find, so we want to make sure we get to them. Izzy's Life Vlogs, thanks for coming in. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Adrienne White, thanks for coming in. I wonder if this is your first time here at Tuber Chat. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Kabura Gachuni, hopefully I'm pronouncing, oh, no, I'm not pronouncing that right. Gachui? I hope I'm pronouncing that kind of right. Kabura Kichui. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of creators here in the house. So basically what we do here is we connect with each other. We're looking for lasting relationships with other creators, really, even though we are connecting with each other and joining each other's families is the way we have to put it. Basically what you do is just visit a channel like D Turner Gaming here. Anybody in the chat at all that you want to connect with, leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Visit their channel, watch a short video in full. It must be at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. You must watch the whole video. So just pick a short one over a minute, watch the whole thing, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters or held for review. And then give the creator a thumbs up always. We should all be doing that for each other at all times. And then if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name, and hopefully something about the video that you watched so that they know where to find your comment. And the double emoji lets them know you've secured the connection so they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And then hopefully everybody's okay connecting with each other and having a good time. Please be patient with everybody. Most of the channels I see in the house are familiar and have been here more than once, which lets me know that they are dedicated and loyal supporters who are going to continue to keep coming back. But then if there's ever a question, just please politely ask the creator if you can't find their comment or something like that. And Nail Princess, yes, you're right. Please don't be shy, anyone. The best idea is always to go first. Please don't wait for people to come to you. If you're going to get a present milestone on YouTuber Chat, 5 more to go. And what's your what milestone are you looking for, Shattered Soul? Are you close? Remind me what you're close to there. Okay, forgive me. I'm going to start rifling through channels a little bit faster because I haven't hardly put channels on the screen today. And I'll add some more names to the wheel in a little while. D at Spectral 17, please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. Everybody's willing to connect. Best idea is always to go first. Visit a channel, watch a video, leave a comment, give them a thumbs up. If you enjoy them, subscribe, and then come back here and let them know you did that, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. This is Kristen Welton. Let me see your transcript. As long as you're letting people know that you have connected, then they can do the same thing for you. If a specific timing is told, approximately then I can inform Rose to do her lives in those durations. Sorry, Shattered Soul, I don't really know what you're getting at there. Let me see your transcript. So one of the things you want to make sure is that your comments are always at least a couple of sentences long and hopefully related to the content of the video that you watch. And you can come back here and let them know something about the video that you watch. So if it was a mukbang or like, you know, Kristen's hiking video here, you might say, oh, I saw your hiking movie and, you know, whatever. And then that lets them know where to find your comments so that they don't have to go through their whole spam filter and everything like that. You want to make sure your comments hopefully are not getting held for review or caught in the spam filter. Okay. Looks like everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. So that's okay. That's great. And then again, please just don't be shy. Everybody reach out to each other. CJ did great. Thanks for coming in. So if there's anything that I can answer for anybody, then please also let me know. We were so busy today in the beginning because we had a glitch there, which I'll get to the bottom after. CJ did great. Thank you for liking and sharing. I appreciate that. If anybody does have the ability to share, please do on your community tab or Twitter or Facebook or any of that stuff. I'll always appreciate it. And then Nail Princess having fun. I hope so. I hope you're meeting a lot of new friends and family members. Blogs and Fiction is a generous creator. I'm happy to be putting them up for a second here as well. This is a creator that recently started running playlists both for Kristen and for myself without asking or being asked. We just got a couple of comments that let us know that they were watching all of our stuff. And now, of course, we have returned the favor, but this kind of generosity is something I really like to focus on. So, Shattered Soul, the truth of the matter is, I'm going to remove that comment right now. Shattered Soul, that's not considered proper etiquette to go into somebody's live stream and then announce to everybody that another live stream is happening. So I understand that you're not doing that for yourself, and that's okay. It doesn't, it's no big deal or whatever, but I just want to let you know that kind of activity could find you getting timed out or banned from channels. It's really, as most people have seen over the last long while, when I'm here at Tuber Chat, I'm focused on generosity between creators and the idea that people might do more for others than they expect for themselves. So please be careful when anybody's asking you to do something for them, where I wish that more people would be focused on trying to find ways to help yourself. So that's the first time I've seen anything like that exactly, but that's fine. It's the proper etiquette is, there's a lot of generous creators out there that do live streams, and I enjoy rating other channels when I'm finished with Tuber Chat for the day. Like, we're going to run for a long while today, but when we're done, if somebody's live streaming, I'm happy to raid them and give them a few extra viewers, and especially if it's somebody where we can continue to go and connect. But that's okay. Yeah, Shattered Soul, I'm so sorry. So thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that's really a different way of approaching it, so thank you for that. Yeah, I'm a little bit amazed there, but that's okay. So Shattered Soul, no, I understand. Thank you, Shattered Soul. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the time that you've spent here, and I'm hoping that you're focused on meeting new friends and family members here for yourself. I wish for you to get whatever you want out of YouTube. Tuber Chat was built so that everybody who comes here can meet new friends and family members and get everything that they want out of YouTube, myself included, of course. But I hope that you can. I hope that you meet the friends and family members that you want, and I hope that you're able to get everything that you want when you come to Tuber Chat. I hate the idea for you to have to be focused on other things, but that's okay. I can see generosity in you in being willing to help others when asked. So that's okay. MAH Videos, great to have you back. So thank you very much. This is Blogs and Fiction. Like I said, this is a creator that started running playlists without being asked. And so, of course, we're returning the favor. But that's the kind of activity that I like to talk about and reward here at Tuber Chat. Princess Lizzie, let's see what you have going on for us today. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. I'm surprised that we're not already subscribed. I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, so hopefully that sticks, but that's okay. I don't know why we're not already connected. Maybe it's because you haven't been here for a long time when you've come to Tuber Chat so far, but that's okay. I'm going to take this video right here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, and then I will make sure that the subscription sticks if it doesn't, and then we'll be connected. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times will change. Dylan's paracosm. I forgive me not knowing how to pronounce that properly. But Dylan, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming to visit Tuber Chat. Hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic channels in the house, a lot of creators willing to connect with you and begin nurturing long-lasting relationships, very dedicated and loyal supporters that you'll find here. Hopefully you meet some new friends and family members. Georgia Bulldogs, hopefully you're going to enjoy your snack. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream, thanks for coming in. We've been running into each other a lot lately, so that's great. I'm glad you're aggressively working on building your channel. No, Shattered Soul, it's okay. I'm concerned about yourself, not so much myself. I just want to. I'm afraid if what we're talking about might be frowned upon with other creators. I tend to have a thick skin, and I'm more concerned for you. It's not somebody doing a live stream isn't going to shut Tuber Chat down, of course, but I just wish for what I wish for everybody is as I continue to gain knowledge from creators of all sizes here at myself here, and I can relay it here at Tuber Chat. I want to share everything that I know with you, including opinions. And the reason why is because then you can add it to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn so that you can make the right decisions for your channel. I'm not saying I'm even right. I could be wrong about that. About a lot of the things that I say, but I'd like to just share everything that I can so that, like I said, you can make the right decisions for yourself. But I appreciate all the time you've spent. I appreciate you even trying to clarify and keep that up and this and that. I just wish I wish for you, especially for the time that you've spent here, to be able to get what you want out of Tuber Chat and especially out of YouTube. That goes for everybody, of course. But I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. So that's Princess Lizzie. Let me spin and we'll get another channel up here, and I'll add some more channels in a little while. We'll get another couple through here. Doreen Kezia, let's make sure that you're still here. Mick, for real, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I've done a really horrible job keeping up with the chat today, everybody, so please forgive me for that. It's been a bit of a hectic live stream, but I'm happy. We're busy and everything is looking up. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up, I'd love it if you would. It really does help. And I know when we're on a mobile phone, you have to shut the chat off for a second. You don't lose your place. It only takes a second, but we have to do it, and then you can turn it right back on. Shattered Soul, well, there's a few new people who've come through. I don't know how many people are new to the whole game, if you want to call it that, of the small YouTuber community. And I'll explain why I use that term. We're not small YouTubers, but I use it for a reason. Izzy's Life is willing to swap playlists with anybody. So if anybody wants to swap playlists, just mention that in the chat, and everybody will, other people will start reaching out to you. But I'm assuming that there's a lot of people who've been in other live streams and this and that are just new to Tuber Chat. As well, we could have some newcomers to the small YouTuber community. The reason why I use that term is, when nobody wants to be referred to, I don't know if anybody minds being referred to as a small YouTuber, but the thing is, it's such a popular term on the whole internet, never mind just YouTube, that if I make a live stream and I call it Content Creator Showcase or something like that, I'm not going to get the same impact as I am if I use the term small YouTuber. That's the only reason that we use it. But our goal is to get everybody's channels built on a solid and strong foundation so that they can grow and flourish and thrive, and eventually, obviously we're not going to have to even listen to the term small YouTuber, but it's so popular out there. I'm not offended by it, and this and that, but I wouldn't blame anybody. I've seen a lot of different thoughts about that term. The only reason I use it is for the algorithm. It's better for us all if I use that and bring 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 people into Tuber Chat than if I use something not as great and we only have 20 people here. I want to maximize the impact for everybody. So Doreen Kezia, I'm going to add one of your latest videos into my watch later list because you're a new connection for Tuber Chat. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. And then I will give you a thumbs up always. We should always be doing that for each other. And then I will subscribe and make sure that that connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well. And you have the notification bell on because we'll be back tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, but the times will change. Let me spin and we'll get one more channel up, and then I will put more channels on the wheel. Okay, Renee, good to see you always. Live stream, how to do it. Application list, list of spam words, don'ts and don'ts. Shattered Soul. You have a great idea there. I always make my notes on pen and paper, but I just wanted to make a note of that. That's a great idea, is to make a video showing how I do the live streams. What I would do is say, like, here's how I do it. Here's a couple other ways that I know how to do it. Like you're talking about an application list and stuff like that, so that hopefully, everybody can get some value out of it. I'd love it. What I'd love is for everything to be easier for you than it was for me. If, let's say, you have not live streamed yet because I have done so many, then I don't know if I've done 100 yet. We're on episode number 40 of Tuber Chat. Maybe I haven't done 100, but I've done 50, maybe 60. LC Lifestyle, let's get your channel up. I don't know if you're still here, so I might fly through it really quickly, and then I'll add some more names. Thank you, Bluefees, very much for the time that you spent. Generosa and Kathe, yes, hopefully everybody's connecting genuinely. Here's LC Lifestyle. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, your latest one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list, I will watch that video in full. I will leave a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of this video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe, and in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're connected to Tuber Chat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. So let me spin, and then I'll add names to the wheel. So Shattered Soul, it's funny that you asked that. Your page name is in block letters, so will it create any problems if you do live streams? So it is possible. Not if you do live streams. Sorry, no, if you do live streams, no. However, I have seen recently live stream with a very strict bunch of moderators who are telling people, like, if your name is Shattered Soul in capital letters, they have to try to refer to your name as Shattered Soul without the capital letters in order to refer to you in the chat, which means they can't add symbol you, or they will remove the comments, or eventually maybe time out. That is way, way too strict. That's going far overboard. That is like, a person's channel name cannot be considered spam. What can happen is, like, even GreenFrem20 is on capital letters here. What happens is, if you set one of the bots, like I have Botissimo or Nightbot or something, for capitals, if you're, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, both 14 or 15 letters, something like that. If you have Nightbot to set any number of capitals above 10 as spam, Nightbot will attack you every time you say something because your name is in capital letters. But as far as you live streaming, no, it's not a problem. You can name your channel anything you want. YouTube wouldn't allow you to use capital letters if it was a problem. Hopefully that answers the question. But you can run into trouble in other chats with moderators if they're too strict, because, you know, we all don't want anybody hammering all capital letters in, and it only applies to live streams like this, where people are growing. If you're out on the internet watching PewDiePie or watching Think Media or somebody else that's not doing a growth stream, all the stuff that we talk about, spam and emojis and stuff like that, doesn't apply. It's only to us, because YouTube is trying to limit sub for sub behavior, which obviously we're very much against and trying not to allow here. But that's what's with all the rules. This is the Nail Princess. I'm thankful for all the time that you've spent here today. I'm glad we're getting to have a quick look at your channel here. Carrie Beth, did I not put you on the wheel? Carrie, I thought I put you on the wheel. Doreen, we looked at. Shattered Soul, we should have you on the wheel. I don't know why you weren't on the wheel already. D-Turner Gaming, we looked at. Bluefy's just left. Bluefy's, if you change your mind and you're still here, then just let me know. Cozy Relaxation. We didn't look at you today, did we? It's Fifi777. Always happy to feature that channel. Oops Family Network. I didn't put you up, did I? No, I would have remembered talking about it. Princess Lizzie, we looked at. Green Fram 20 is already on the wheel. LC Lifestyle, we looked at. Lydia Saba. Best Living Life. Who was banned? I can't believe how I jumped at that and jumped to conclusions and everything else. Jana Rosa's there. Simple Mimi. Is a Simple Meme? Of course it's Simple Meme. This is Our Life. Wow, I'm adding a lot of channels now. Sheriff Buford. Now, the way that the wheel works, of course, if you're still here when your name is pulled, then I put your channel up on the screen. Georgia Bulldogs, of course. Brody Namaste. Carolyn Eats All. Sorry, Carolyn Eatsall, I probably didn't even welcome you today. I'm so sorry. The chat was moving just at record pace today. We are busy, and I'm happy about that. I was hoping that would happen. I'm doing everything I can to try to keep growing. And I know we're getting a lot of help from a lot of creators. So for all of you who've given us thumbs up and shared and keep coming back and visiting us and supporting us in all the different ways, I really appreciate it, because we're obviously maximizing maximizing impact for a lot of different creators, and all of our families are growing. Lydia Saba, here we go. I haven't been leaving messages from my personal account in the chat today. I should do that once in a while in case you guys want to connect with me as well. D Turner Gaming, yes, indeed. MAH videos, it'll be a little while probably, but as long as you're still here and active, I'll get you on the wheel. Correct code 6. So the way, hopefully you're feel welcome here. I know it's your first time with Tuber Chat. The way that the wheel works is once you're here for about a half an hour or so, and it's arbitrary. It's not, I don't keep a timer or anything. I have a system in the background here, one of the robots called Blatissimo, that lets me know how active everybody is in the chat. Then I add you to the wheel. The wheel is completely random, as you see. But once I spin the wheel, if you're still here when your name comes up, I put your channel up and we talk about it for a few minutes. That way I can focus on channels that are here for a while, really aggressively growing and trying to meet new friends and family members and stuff like that. Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs is a very loyal creator. So if anybody wants to connect with Georgia Bulldogs, of course, they will get back to you. TikTok Viral still here. Thank you. Hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members here. The Nail Princess, thank you very much. And then yeah, let me, I don't want to move too fast. I'm going to move a little bit faster. Lydia Saba, you must love that lucky number you got going on right now. Hopefully we'll push you a little bit farther, closer to that 700. Samantha, is it 1986? Yes, I should know that already. Samantha, thank you for coming in. Just ran into you. Where were you this morning? I forget what live stream you were in. Samantha's in a lot of different live streams. If you're looking for a creator that's going to support you coming into your live stream, Samantha's one of those. Can't find TikTok Viral. Okay, I'll get it myself. I'll get that one. If anybody has trouble finding a channel that you want to connect with, just please let us know. Just say something in the chat, and either me or Kristen will take care of it. Yeah, TikTok Viral is quite a popular term. How many subscribers do you have, TikTok Viral? I'm going to try to find your channel here. I might have to use my go-to-channel extension for this. Oh, TikTok Viral is way too popular. Wow. Okay, let's find it. If I come over here, refresh. Pardon me. When someone searches our page name but can't find it directly, what could be the reason? Does it have any connection with not putting a page name tags in the description? So what I found most often, somebody like Georgia Bulldogs, for instance, we have trouble with right now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, TikTok Viral. You have to spell out your numbers if you don't mind. But thank you for telling me. Yes, 95. I caught that. I'm not going to be able to easily find it by that. I didn't see your icon. just say anything else in the chat, and I'll show you guys. If you haven't already used the Go to Channel extension for Chrome, this is something that was generously put out for free by a channel called Swap Meet Shops. It's okay, Kira. It's okay. Wait, yes, the moderators are supposed to be removing messages that contain numbers. We're supposed to always spell our numbers, but it's okay. If a few slip by, it's no big deal. I had asked specifically for TikTok Viral to tell me how many subscribers they had. That's fine. But TikTok Viral, if you want to, don't worry about it, Kira. TikTok Viral, if you want to just say anything at all in the chat, I can get to your channel right now. There you are. There it is. We'll get to it in 1 second. And Slimy, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, a lot of channels. Everybody's here to connect. So feel free to reach out to anybody in the chat that you would like to. Particularly if anybody wants to connect with TikTok Viral. Oh, Kristen already got the link. Kristen already got it. So that's okay. Thank you, Kristen. Okay. That's Lydia Saba. Let's spin. We'll get another channel on the screen. Slimy. Everybody's here to connect. So the best idea, please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody in the chat that you would like to. And what you do is just leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then visit their house. Watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. It should be at least a couple of sentences long so it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Give the creator a thumbs up, of course. We should always be doing that for each other. And then if you enjoy their content, I have to say that, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name and hopefully something about the video that you watched so that they know where to find your comment quickly. Then they could turn around now that they know you've secured the connection and do the same thing for your channel. I will get Georgia Bulldogs myself. This is what I mean. So forgive me, Shattered Soul. I was expanding on the answer to your question about channels that have popular names like this, like Georgia Bulldogs, used to be a little bit lower in the search results, and now that they have over 200 subscribers, are climbing. As you get more popular, especially when you get around the 1,000, you're going to come up right away in the search results. So this is Georgia Bulldogs, and I will put it in the chat for everybody. Georgia Bulldogs is not only a loyal and dedicated supporter, but is also a generous creator that understands doing more for others than they expect and has done for us. They made a special video for Tuber Chat, which we put on our front page, and I hope everybody will watch that, give them a few minutes of watch time and see what they had to say. Carolyn Eats All, let's just make sure that you're still here. I haven't seen you in a couple minutes, but you might still be here. Might be Cloud9 Caravanning. Did I get that right? Here's Carolyn Eats All. This is another creator that's been back again and again here with Tuber Chat. Great that you've been doing a live stream as well recently. Cloud9, yeah, Caravanning. Very cool. Hopefully you feel welcome here. I think you've been here before. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I feel like I recognize your name. I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. And then as well, if anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of raising your watch hours, if you need watch hours or you know somebody who does, just please mention in the chat, I am willing to swap playlists, and other creators will reach out to you and you're free to make those arrangements with each other. It's one of the easiest collaborations you can make with another creator, and it really helps to build to start a relationship happening. you can imagine once you've swapped playlists with somebody, you have a little bit of a bond there, you know, and a conversation usually has to occur on Instagram and this and that, and you can start to build a friendship. This is where you'll find creators coming back to you to support again and again. Kristen, if you can, just hang on to that link for TikTok Viral and put it in just when somebody mentions that they can't find them, and then I'll take care of Georgia Bulldogs if that's okay. It's Fifi777 is willing to swap. Us Never Them, thank you for coming in again. It's always great to see you, so thank you. Us Never Them is a loyal and dedicated supporter that keeps coming back. Custom Perks, thanks for coming in. This must be your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Yeah, oh, perfect, Carolyn Eats All, yeah. Custom Perks, everybody's willing to connect. Everybody wants to connect with you. So basically the best idea, please don't be shy. It's always best to go first. Just visit a channel one by one. Leave a single emoji next to a creator's name in the chat to let them know that you're going to go and, Custom Perks raid. Thank you very much. Wow. Custom Perks, how did, forgive me for, I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth or anything, but thank you for sending people over. Extreme Pyro just came in and let them know you're rating. How did you know to rate us? Or is it coming from Custom Perks? Yeah, Custom Perks raid. Mr. Lexify, thank you for coming in. I'm just curious. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's always wonderful when creators give to each other like that. And, you know, I'm on the receiving end of it right now. Thank you very much. And then, you know, we try to raid when we can as well. Yes, D Turner Gaming, thank you. Thank you for raiding. Custom Perks, thank you so much. Zombie Slayers in the house. That's wonderful. Welcome, everyone. Those of you who are new, especially coming from Custom Perks. Let's look at Custom Perks right now. I don't think anybody will mind me skipping ahead while we look at a channel that just gave us a lot of new friends and family members to connect with. Thank you very much. So since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and I need something that's not a live stream. I'll take this here. I dropped another gunship on Nuketown. Looks interesting. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through the watch later list and I will watch that video in full, and I will leave you a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video and give a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe to you, and in that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well. And you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, but the times are all different. If you were live, I'd have way more. Thank you, Custom Perks. Okay, well, you're doing well with well over 1,000 subscribers. But yes, when I look at the numbers on your live streams, it looks like you've got quite an audience, quite a lot of friends and family members. So thank you so much still. For sending everybody over. I really appreciate that. It's wonderful. Hopefully sooner than later I can return that favor. Julie Spear, thanks for coming in. Already sub Custom Perks, great. There's been a lot of glitching lately. I actually did a live stream on my personal channel last week talking about it. I'll leave a message in the chat occasionally from my personal account in case anybody wants to connect with me there. We were talking about some of the glitches that go on where people were losing a lot of subscribers. If you can imagine, Kristen Welton, who's a moderator in the channel, is my girlfriend. We live together. She's in the next room and this and that. We woke up the other day and found that she was not subscribed to me or to Tuber Chat. So you can imagine that's got to be some kind of a like crazy glitch that they've got going on. That's sorted out, but I just imagine that must be the reason why Tuber Chat's not connected. But after today, we'll be connected, and I'll make sure that it's nice and solid. It's Fifi777. Thanks for sharing us out. I appreciate that. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get a channel up. Did I skip anybody? I hope I didn't. I don't want to skip over somebody if I already spun. Oh, is it going to be Carrie Beth? That's a close one. Yes. Carrie Beth. There we go. I love talking about Carrie Beth's channel. A lot of times, as we grow and as we follow more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend here at Tuber Chat and with my personal channel. But Carrie Beth, I actually, sometimes we'll just run videos for each other. If you hop in a live stream, hopefully you always stay for at least 15 minutes so the creator gets the correct credit for it, watch time and whatnot. But I sat there and watched one of Carrie's videos the other day. Actually, this year, what did I do? Was this a premiere that you did and I came in as well on that? That's probably from going back and leaving a comment. When the red lines are not full, a lot of times because the creator went back and commented after. I could be wrong. I watched this full video as well, but we recently swapped playlists, so you can see she's got a lot of red lines from me. Carrie is a dynamic creator who's generous and willing to collaborate with people. She's generous in that she's done the featured creators collaboration with us as well. If you have featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel on your front page, please make sure I know about it so I can return that favor, because we absolutely do it on both channels. Slimy, I'm going to have to get back to you afterwards, though. My personal channel, Kevin K, I will respond to you after the live stream, if that's okay. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Of course, lost watch hours. So just living life, it happens all the time, especially when it comes to watch hours, along with a lot of other things on YouTube. It seems as creators, we're always taking 2 steps forward, but then we fall 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Happens all the time. So the YouTube algorithms usually even themselves out after about 3 days, but they often purge and take away a lot of watch hours that YouTube doesn't feel are justified. There's a lot of different reasons for it. Some of it they spell out. Like, for instance, you can't be watching a creator's videos and in their live stream at the same time. YouTube calls that low quality connections or low quality playbacks and won't credit for both of those. So that's a possibility. There's a lot of different reasons why we lose watch hours. You just have to keep fighting. So if you need 4,000, aim for 5,000, and then you'll get there. We're all going to get there eventually, 100%. If you just put out at least one quality piece of content per week, whether it's a video or a live stream, and you're active, and you just don't quit, you will eventually get them anyway. MAH videos, how to feature channels on the front page. I go over it sometimes, but I'm happy to do it. So I'm just making notes. I always make notes with a pen and paper beside me here. So if you want, after a little while, because I'm so behind in featuring channels today, if you want, after towards the end of the live stream, I'll go through the process of featuring channels on the front page. I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty quick, fairly easy. But I'm happy to go over it as much as anytime anybody wants, so that we can get a lot of collaborating going on between creators. It's a wonderful collaboration. Sheriff Buford, I think that you mentioned it, and I think I added you. I think I saw yours. Wasn't I? Where did I just see you? Did I just go through your, maybe you were in my watch later list or something. There was a reason why I was on your channel. Or maybe I'm mistaken and we ran into each other in a live stream. But I feel like I saw that, and I think I've already added you to our featured. Look at this. Like, oh, okay, never mind. It is. You saw that for a second. It looked like it wasn't subscribed, and then now it's subscribed. There's a glitch. You saw it with your own eyes right there. Kira Welton is my stepdaughter. That's Kristen's daughter. We live in the same household. Kira's here for every minute of every live stream, so it's impossible that I'm not already subscribed. And this is the featured channels collaboration that we're talking about here. But Sheriff Buford, I'm going to make sure that I get you. I'm going to make sure that I get you featured if you're not already. But I'm pretty sure that I added it. So I'll use these as examples. So MAH, if you don't mind, I don't know how long you have. We're going to hang on. We'll be streaming at least for another hour. But when we get towards the end of the live stream, I'll do the featured channels thing so everybody can see how it's done if anybody wants to hang out and watch that. And what I'll do as well, tomorrow's live stream, I'll start with that as a tutorial. Here's Georgia Bulldogs. This is a creator I love talking about. This is a generous creator who is very aggressively trying to grow their channel, putting out a lot of content, doing live streaming. There's Georgia Bulldogs there. You can see climbing up those search results. There we go, first live stream. Georgia Bulldogs, I always go back to this. They do the featured channels collaboration as well. They're willing to swap playlists with people if you want to do that. They made this video here that I'm circling, talking about Tuber Chat. They basically made a 3-minute video and inspired me to add a shelf to our front page featuring videos like that. So Georgia Bulldogs is a generous creator in that way. I hope everybody will connect with them. Let me make sure I've got your. I'm going to add the link into the chat right now. Because it's a little bit difficult to find. There we go. If anybody wants to connect with Georgia Bulldogs, there's a link right there for you. Georgia Bulldog, yes, the wheel was nice, even though it's taken me, what is that, 2 hours to really get into featuring channels. Oh, Julia Spear, you just want to make sure your comments that you're leaving are nice long sentences so they don't get held for review or held in the spam filter. Slimy, if you want to let me know if you end up getting that package from Julia, I'll appreciate it. We always got to be watching our spam and our held for review, because sometimes YouTube will hold it and it's not the creator's fault. Like, for instance, on Tuber Chat, I have a very big list of banned words in the back of my community section. And the problem is, like, if you use any of those words, like, for instance, there's let's go, let's grow, for instance, is not supposed to be used. If you use the word grow in a video, like, I don't make videos of planting flowers, but if I did and you said, wow, it's wonderful to see that flower grow, your video, your comment might get held for review or marked as spam, even though it's not. So hopefully everybody goes through their held for review and spam comments to make sure that they're catching everything. Oh, okay, Sheriff Buford, yeah, I thought I added. I must have done that the other day. Moments with Wakari. Best idea is to reach out to everybody one by one and go first. Please don't wait for anybody to come to you. Basically, what you do is just leave a single emoji next to somebody's name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them, and then go to their channel, watch a short video in full of at least a minute long, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, give them a thumbs up, and if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection. Maybe even leave a little sentence about the video that you watched so they know where to find your comment, and then they could turn around and connect with your channel as well. Peachy P, thanks for coming in. Leela, am I pronouncing that right? Is it Leela or Lila? I'd love to feature you properly when you're here. Oh, the real Tig, yeah. That's not happening. I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Let me see your transcript. Thank you if you're still here. I know you said you're leaving, but thank you. Okay, let me spin the wheel. I should have had Georgia Bulldogs. We were featured. We were focused on you for a second there, and I switched things. Let me drop Georgia Bulldogs link one more time. In case anybody wants to connect with them, and then I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up on the screen. We don't do a lot of links here, but once in a while we have a channel that's just not coming up in the search results because they have a popular name. And Georgia Bulldogs will eventually get to the top, but it'll be maybe a little while from now. So Zelda Master John is another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat. Let's get them up on the screen and see what they got going on for us today. Hopefully, if you haven't already, you've subscribed to Tuber Chat and you got the notification bell on. We stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change every week. And we'll appreciate it if you share us out, whether it's on your community tab or Twitter or Facebook or any of the other social networks. And then, of course, if you haven't already, please give us a thumb up. It really helps. And on your mobile phone, you have to turn the chat off for a second to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, but we'll appreciate it if you do it. Arizona Insider, thank you very much. Yeah, we've been busier than I even was hoping for. I'm doing everything I can to try to help Tuber Chat grow, and we have a lot of creators doing a lot of sharing, a lot of word of mouth, a lot of marketing for us, and it's very generous, and I appreciate it all. But we have been unbelievably busy today, and it's a wonderful thing. As you walk in, you see the wheel is even more full than I usually have it at most times. But it's great to see Arizona Insider. That's a dynamic creator. I had a great time hanging out in your live stream the other day. And a nice conversation as well. It's great to see you and Danny have a great, I'm saying Danny because that's the way you titled it, even though you referred to her as Danielle. But you have a great dynamic between the two of you. You're a pleasure to watch. So I hope you can give everybody a lot more of that on your channel as well. I know people were talking about it while we were there. Oh, Sheriff Buford, that channel's gone. Just so you know. Yeah, Zelda Master John will leave you up for a quick second there. Yeah, no, I was happy. I was so excited, Arizona Insider. You know that I left your, you know that the one time I tried to come into your live, I caught you just at a bad moment when you, it froze. And that was so unfortunate, but I was so happy to be able to catch you again. You know, I'm out. I try to support as many creators as I can, both watching videos as well as visiting live streams. Whenever you're visiting a live stream for somebody, try to stay for 15 minutes if you can. If you have to do something else, like, you know, you're leaving the room to go and get a drink or something else, you want to leave it running. 15 minutes is the magic number that really gives the creator the proper watch time and everything else. So I try to do that. Sometimes I only stay in each person's live stream for about 20 minutes, try to have a conversation and keep moving on, just because I want to support as many creators as I can, usually while I'm live streaming. Sheriff Buford, so the other day, I just was not... I don't believe that they were connecting with everybody the way that we're supposed to. I don't believe they were returning people's connections. And so today we had a glitch at the beginning of the live stream where a lot of channels had been banned. I think it's because of the bots. I changed a feature that runs on one of the robots that I have in the background there, and I think it caused a conflict and started banning a lot of channels. So... but that channel was already removed from the other day. So when I released everybody today, that means anybody that I have banned is free to come in for a second. But if I notice anybody that I know should not be here, I just want to make sure everybody understands that I really do value all the things that I say when I talk about loyal and dedicated supporters. So if a channel comes in and insists on sub for sub behavior and things like that, I'm not going to allow them to stay, because I don't want anybody in the chat to spend time with a channel that's not going to, at the very least, return their subscription. And not to mention, we're supposed to be hoping to gain relationships with each other where we can continue to support and collaborate and things like that. So if, you know, no matter how much I say, I don't expect everybody just to listen to me for hours on end. But if somebody comes in and is not willing to do things, you know, genuinely, then I'm going to make sure that I keep that away from everybody else where possible. I'm not even saying I'm right. I could be wrong, but I have to do what I have to do. So yeah, that channel won't be here. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. It looks like it. We've got a lot of channels on the wheel, so I'm going to try to start rifling through them. Now, if it's been a long time today. Today's been a very different live stream. We've spent a lot of time. So if a channel is not here when the name comes up, I may put it up still for a second, but I'll just move on really quickly because we've been at this for a couple of hours already. I'm expecting to go for at least another hour. Thank you, Jana Rosa. Thank you. Yeah, we've been through a lot of different stuff today. I hope everybody got a little bit of value out of the different things that we've had to go through. I know my speeches can be very long-winded, but hopefully with these little tutorials, I'm learning from everybody else as well, and we're learning a lot of different things together as we did today. And what I hope to do is share this knowledge so that everybody can use it to add to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn so that you can make the right decisions for your own channel. And then shortly, I hope to start making tutorials on Tuber Chat that will be very clear and concise. None of my long speeches that you guys have to listen to me go on for an hour about something that could have took 5 minutes. But we can get some of that done so that some of these things like playlists and featured channels, customizing the front page, doing channel art, adding links and things like this can all be done very quickly. Stuff that you can come back to when you need to refer and say, I just want to spend the 2 or 3 minutes it's going to take to remember how to do this so that you can be fast and save lots of time. But in the meantime, we do a lot of that stuff here in the live streams as well. Like today, we went through banned channels. We went through a little bit of the blocked words list. We went through moderators. We went through how to make a playlist. We will, at the end of this live stream, go through how to feature channels on your front page. And Julie Spear, thank you for the kind words. I hope that we can bring value every time we live stream. It's fine that we're all in the chat. That's why I named it Tuber Chat, because it really is all about the chat. It has nothing to do with anything that I do on the screen. I don't even know if putting channels on the screen helps. I know everybody likes it. That's why I do it. And I like to learn a little bit about all the creators, especially who keep coming back again and again, like Cozy Relaxation, and I already have an arrangement to swap playlists. I'm a little bit behind, so I haven't gotten to theirs yet, but I will within the next day or two. But there's somebody who's willing to swap playlists. And this is what I mean. When I put channels on the screen and I tell the stories that I tell and I see people come through the chat, you could start to get to know a lot of the channels that are willing to come back and support dedicated and loyal supporters. Smart Guy 101, thanks for coming in. Georgia Bulldogs, thanks for the time you've spent. I always appreciate every moment that you spend here, so thank you again. Smart Guy 101, hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody at all that you would like to in the chat. The best idea is to leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then visit their channel, watch a short video in full. Like for instance, Simple Beanie here has their first video, which said, it's on the front page. My first YouTube video is only 2 minutes, 14 seconds. It's a perfect size video to watch. Watch it in full, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. It should be at least a couple of full sentences long so it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Give the creator a thumbs up always. We should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them. If you enjoy their content, we subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know you've secured the connection. And if you'd like to, mention something about the video that you watched so that they can go back and find your comment quickly, and then they can turn around and do the same thing and connect with your channel. Yeah, Dylan's, hopefully everybody's doing that. Becky Peters, just make sure that your comments are hopefully long sentences so that, and related to the content of the video that you watch so everybody can find them easily. If you want, come back into the chat, and when you leave the double emoji to let them know you've connected, mention something about the video so that they can find it easily. So, Just Living Life. I don't know if you're still here. Just Living Life has been here. She's a previously featured channel from, is it previously featured or you're featured tomorrow? Ha! I'm forgetting. Yes, I think it's tomorrow or Sunday. Just Living Life. And forgive me for not being sure. My notes. I think, yes, I think Just Living Life is, why don't I just look? Why don't I just be sure? We'll get back to her channel in a quick second here. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Becky Peters is letting Dylan know that some of your videos must have comments off. So what do we got here? This is In Rachel's Place, and this is Just Living Life. Just Living Life is featured on Sunday. I feature a channel every week. Hopefully you guys like these new thumbnails that I've done. I'm really happy with them. I hope that that's going to increase our click-through rate. I have a feeling it's already working. Maybe that's part of the reason why we're a little busier today. Still allows me to feature a channel the way that I was. My BS Life, thanks for coming in. That's another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with them as well. Oh, it's fun. I do have looking sharp. Thank you, my BS Life. If I could get motivated by some of your videos and actually exercise the way you do, I'd be looking even sharper. My BS Life certainly has a lot of energy, not to mention knowledge when it comes to fitness and things like that. So I hope that people will think about connecting with my BS Life because you'll find some motivation over there. A few people have shared for us, so thank you for that. If anybody has the ability to share, of course, we'll appreciate it, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook or Twitter or any of that stuff, then of course I'll appreciate it. And then I'll leave a message in the chat from my personal channel, Kevin K, in case anybody wants to connect, excuse me, with me over there as well. You know what's the funny thing, my BS Life? I know we joke about that. I got this thing going on. This has been my whole life. I always have a drink on the go, always. So I don't drink in the sense of alcohol and stuff like that, like barely at all. I do, but barely, right? But, you know, today I'm having a Fresca, which I shouldn't be drinking at all. But I've always got something beside me at all times. So there's never a moment that I've not got a drink on the go. It's funny. Oh, good. My BS Life. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yasmin Robinson, I feel like I saw you earlier today. Could I be wrong about that? I thought I saw you. Were you in another live stream that I saw? I could be wrong. But thank you for coming in. I'm hoping that you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody in the chat that you would like to. Just visited my house, so thank you very much for that. I'm going to make sure that I return that with you, of course. Hopefully you can hang out for a little bit, meet some new friends and family members. Everybody wants to connect, so the best idea is to visit a channel one by one. Leave a single emoji next to their name, like GreenFram20 here. Leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect. I am not connected to them yet. They're a new connection for Tuber Chat. So what that means is I'm going to take one of their latest videos here. I like to give them a few minutes of watch time, but I always look for something under 15 minutes. Let's take this here, and I will add it into my watch later list. What this will allow me to do is go through my watch later list, and I will connect with them afterwards. But what we do is watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long. It doesn't have to be 13 minutes like what I'm going to do for them. Just a minute is fine, or anything longer than that, 2 or 3 minutes. Then Sherry Green, thank you for coming in. What we do, we visit a channel one by one. We watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video that should be at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, which really I have to say that, but you subscribe to them, we subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and leave maybe a little sentence about the video that you watched so that they can find your comment easily, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. It's always best to go first, so please don't be shy. Viviana, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being as great with your language as you might be with mine. But thank you for coming in. I know you've been here before. Hopefully you feel welcome and you've got some new friends and family members, and you'll meet some more today. So Green Fam 20, we're going to be connected after this. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, but the times will change. Here's its Fifi777. This is another generous, dynamic creator that is willing to swap playlists with people. I've been connected to her for quite some time. She's very much liked and well respected in our community as well. Thank you, Viviana. Yeah, we got a long way to go. We're going to go for another hour, I'm assuming, as a minimum here. Sherry Green, hopefully you feel welcome. Hopefully you reach out to a lot of creators. Everybody's willing to connect. Invincible Brawl Stars, forgive me, I didn't actually see you come in a few minutes ago. Hopefully you're already meeting new friends and family members. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Basically what we do is connect with each other. It is not a sub-for-sub network. What we're focused on here is loyal and dedicated supporters who will continue to come back to your channel, not only in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years, to give you the comments, likes, views, and other things that we all need as growing YouTubers so that your channel can be built on a solid and strong foundation. One of the things that we really focus on is making sure that relationships start between creators. So for instance, it's Fifi777 is willing to swap playlists with people. What that means is she's willing to run a playlist of your videos, you will run a playlist of her videos, and you can imagine if you get a lot of people doing that, first of all, your hours, your watch hours will really start to stack up. But secondly, you have to have a conversation. You have to like reach out on Instagram or something to at least make that arrangement. And therefore, a small friendship can start to build. Some of these will turn into big friendships and long-term friendships, but at least it starts off that way. And you can have creators who will favor you when it comes to supporting. Like for instance, Tuber Chat, when you look here, you see on the side of our channel here, pardon me, in our menu, it says that we are subscribed to these people who are live plus 994 more. It's actually much more than that. I wouldn't be surprised to find that Tuber Chat is probably subscribed to 2,000 or 3,000 people. But it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you might like when you're subscribed to that many. You will tend to favor the creators who also favor you. So, if you're subscribed to 1,000 people, it's unreasonable to think that you're going to watch 1,000 videos a day or even in a week. But as you build relationships, the strongest supporters that are the most aggressive and really want to see other people succeed will come back and keep supporting you. And that's what we want to encourage here. Faith and Nico, thanks for coming in. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. I'd love to feature you right when you're here. And then it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. So, yeah, please don't be shy. Everybody's willing to connect. Reach out to any creator that you want in the chat. Trixie's TV, thank you for coming in. I think this might be your first time with Tuber Chat as well. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. It's always best to go first. Oh, I wondered about that. Yasmin Robinson, yeah. I'm right that we did run into each other earlier. We have a mutual friend. The Hoops Family Network is a dynamic creator who was, I have been connected to the Hoops Family Network for 6 or 7 months now. It's a long, long, long time. Yasmin Robinson comes from a mutual friend of ours, Yasmin Wu, that I wonder if some of you will recognize that name when I mentioned it, but she has a wonderful community of dedicated and loyal supporters surrounding her. So I'm confident that if we connect with Yasmin Robinson, it might take her a little bit of time to get back to you. She's on a phone today. We all know that it takes longer on a phone than it does on a computer, but she will get back to you. Faith and Nico, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you are able to meet some new friends and family members today. If that's what you would like, that's what we're here for. Everybody's willing to connect with each other. The Hoops Family Network I've been connected to since, I think, December of last year. It's December or January. It's a long time now. And the Hoops Family Network is somebody who started introducing me to the small YouTuber community and was responsible for me meeting a lot of other, CB, was responsible for me meeting a lot of generous, dedicated, and loyal creators who support each other, and that's what inspired the idea behind Tuber Chat, because I saw so many creators generous, willing to help each other, and I was really drawn to that. And I said, maybe I can make a network out of this. I'd love to be a part of it, and I'd love to do something to help more creators as well. And so Tuber Chat was born, and the Hoops Family Network has been there since the beginning and before that whole process. Not to mention they're unbelievably supportive creator that has sent a lot of people, like, you know, you'll recognize a lot of names here in Tuber Chat that they have on their list. Carrie Beth, Cooking with Q, JD Knight, just to name a few. I believe I met D Turner Gaming through Hoops Family Network as well. Eats Fifi 777. I never took you off the wheel. I got to spin again, and then we'll get another channel up on the wheel, up on the screen here. Suzuki Vlog, thank you for coming in. Thank you for letting me know that you're going, but hopefully you got some value out of the time that you were here, and hopefully we'll see you again. Shattered Soul, I don't know if you're still here. Let's have a quick look. Shattered Soul spent a good handful of time here with Tuber Chat over the last little while. Shattered Soul is gone now. So I'll move on to another channel. Nice. Okay, Jay's Journey. Sorry, let me get Jay's Journey. They actually were here right from the beginning. We've been on for a while today. We're still going to go for another long while, but we've been on for a couple of... Shattered Soul, I just skipped you. I'll put Jay's Journey up now because I got it up, and then I'll put you on in 1 second. I thought you were gone. But thank you for coming in. And then hopefully, if anybody wants to make the arrangement of swapping playlists with each other, please just say in the chat that you're willing to swap playlists, and that will have other creators reach out to you, and you're free to make those arrangements. Of course, all of our moderators do it. I do it as well. If you want to reach out to me, I left a message in the chat once in a while from my personal account, Kevin K. If you want to connect with me there, I run playlists for people every day. Let me see if Jay's Journey is even with us now, actually. I don't think Jay's Journey is here. So G's Journey, if you're here, oh yeah, Cozy Relaxation, of course, is willing to swap playlists. My BS Life, we've actually just swapped playlists together. I have an arrangement to swap with Cozy Relaxation in a couple of days. I've just got behind. One of the playlists that I ran was for a couple of days. I wasn't expecting it in the beginning, but that's okay. My BS Life. I just need another 3,800 hours. That's okay. We're going to get you there anyway. By reaching out and doing this playlist swapping, it really does help. But even putting out dynamic content, you'll get your organic growth as well. If you just put out one quality piece of content every week, like I know you are doing, it seems even more than that, you'll get there. Shattered Soul. I didn't type that properly. So let's have a look at Shattered Soul because I almost skipped them. And then Arizona Insider, thank you. In a little while, let's see if MAH is still here. MAH might still be here, where I promised we would do a look at how to feature channels on your front page. So I haven't forgotten, and we will do that in a little while. Let's say even half an hour from now. I was expecting Tuber Chat to be about 3 hours. We've been on for a little bit over 2 now. So we'll give it another half hour of featuring channels, and then I'll do the feature channel tutorial. Pardon me just for a quick second. My BS Life, how many hours do you actually have? So Arizona Insider, there's a couple of simple things you would expect that are limitations on that. But if a creator watches your playlist or runs your play, you don't have to watch every video, but runs the playlist, then you absolutely do get watch hours. The only difference is if there is stuff being done, like you can't be doing 2 things on one account at the same time, and you can't be watching one creator's things, like you can't be in their live stream but running their playlist at the same time. For instance, YouTube calls that low quality playbacks because they know you're not watching, they know you're just running it. But if you're just running a playlist for somebody, then that absolutely does count. The only thing is we can't be sure about the limitations where how many times can you run it. The understanding is you can only run it once. And then a few weeks later, we used to tell people a month later, but a few weeks later, when the red lines are gone, like you see, I've watched a couple of videos from Shattered Soul here, this red line and this red line. When those red lines are gone, then you can count it again. People play a lot of games like trying to clear their cache and use incognito browsers and VPNs and stuff like this, but I never want to recommend that to anybody. So first of all, here's the reason. Swapping playlists is a way that we can all speed things up for each other. But if you really want to speed things up even more than that, then the word impatience comes to mind. But the other thing, too, is the best part about swapping playlists with people is you develop a little bit of a friendship or relationship, at least a foundation, so that you can become loyal and dedicated supporters to each other. Like, for instance, Zelda Master John, for instance, is somebody I've swapped with recently. Daniel Live Forever, yeah, as well. Well, see, Arizona Insider and I have not swapped, but we've been in each other's stuff. You've supported my live streams. I've come into yours as well. And you see how this starts to build. The stories that I tell here, my BS Life, I just swapped with. But now we have like a little bit of a bond, friendship, relationship starting where, my BS Life will joke around in the chat with me, with Kristen as well. And you can imagine when I have a list, when I go through my list over here that we see on the left of like 1,000 channels or much more than that, whose video am I going to go and watch when I'm spending time watching videos, or who live stream am I going to go in? It's not that you want to favor people, but you want to support people who are also supporting you. What my goal is with Tuber Chat is to expand that for everybody, to build a very big pool of relationships for everybody, so that you can start to develop these relationships with other people and start to be the one who's favored when a lot of people are on. I always say that if you are willing to do more for others than you expect for yourself, you're going to get much more than you wanted anyway. As soon as my personal channel hit the 4,000 hours, I had 5,000 within a week, because people were still watching playlists. I still continue to swap playlists with people on my personal channel, because why wouldn't I? I actually have a big playlist system going and all this stuff. But, and as TikTok Viral says, yes, we can all grow together. The best thing that one of the magical things about YouTube is that every bit of work that we're doing helps the work before it and the work after it. But the other thing is, for me to gain subscribers, I don't have to take them away from you. It's not like a restaurant where you're really, hopefully, going to eat only one dinner per night, and you have to choose. Is it going to be McDonald's or Burger King, or is it going to be the Keg or Milestones, or what's it going to be, right? You can only do one. On YouTube, we're just expanding the pool. I think I just blew that. Did that land on Sheriff Buford? I was so busy talking, I didn't watch that time. So Sheriff Buford's coming up. I don't know if it actually came up on Sheriff Buford, or if I knocked it by doing what I was doing there. Anyway, here's Sheriff Buford that's got Tuber Chat there. So the thing that I love, one of the things that I love the most about YouTube is we share subscribers. And as a matter of fact, the more people we bring to the platform, if you're able to bring somebody who barely watches YouTube onto YouTube to start getting involved in the community, watching videos and supporting creators, we're just expanding the pool of subscribers for everybody. It's wonderful. It seems we can all actually do better by helping each other do more. You can see, like now, so for instance, Sheriff Buford has put Tuber Chat on their front page, and we have returned that favor. If anybody has featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel on their front page and I don't know about it, please let me know so I can return that favor, because I do it with both channels. We're going to go over how to do that in about 20 minutes from now. I'll show you how it's done. So by doing that, Tuber Chat is now featured on at least 40 different channels' front pages. You can imagine the impact that that's having for Tuber Chat. But these are creators who, for the most part, decide to do it first. I believe Nails by Nicole was the first channel that I noticed when we went to her channel and put it on the screen like I do here, that I noticed she had Tuber Chat there without me saying anything. And that inspired me to then trade that with other creators, because the impact that this has is wonderful, both on our audiences and on the YouTube algorithms, having your channel featured like that. Lazary, great to see you back. Thank you for coming in. Mick, for real, you're right. So the 80-20 rule applies to everything in nature. There's no way around it. It's just the way that our universe seems to work. And it applies here on YouTube as well. When you think about, like, look at the fact that Tuber Chat is subscribed to thousands probably of creators, right? Much more than are subscribed to us, because that's the way it works. Like, I try to live by the words that I say. It didn't come like, when I say you must do more for others than you expect to have done for you, it's not without meaning. It's because this is what I've seen since I've started, but it doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm subscribed to 3,000 or 4,000 people. It doesn't matter, because I got my 1,000, and that's what I was after. I get that it's not fair, but a lot of things in life aren't. It doesn't matter. And the 80-20 rule seems to apply. So as you keep connecting with other creators, you will find that about 20% of them, and it could be off, I'm not saying I'm right, but there will be ones who come and support you more than others. But you will also find yourself supporting about 20% of the creators more so than others. And this is what I mean about these relationships. It doesn't matter, because these bonds are what's going to help all of our channels grow on the strong and solid foundation that I keep yapping about every time that you're here. But I really do believe all the things that I say, they're coming to fruition. You can see as Tuber Chat grows, as my personal channel grows, and as your relationships with other creators grows. I see the conversations that happen in the chat. It's wonderful. This is the one thing that I hope will set apart Tuber Chat from a lot of other growth streams. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I go in as many growth streams as I can as well, sometimes to support friends of mine, sometimes to grow my numbers and for Tuber Chat as well. But it's the conversations that we have. It's the jokes, like my BS life, making sure that I have water every day, or something that I shouldn't be drinking, or whatever else. These are the stories that I love telling, because it shows you who the most dedicated and loyal supporters are, who are going to keep coming back. That's why I focus so much on playlists as well, because I see the impact myself that has. My personal channel, by the time I got my 1,000 subscribers, just flew through hours, partly because of Tuber Chat and what we're doing, but because I've been so focused on sharing playlists with people. I have so many friends now. You guys know, anybody's welcome to connect with me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, on both, whether it's Tuber Chat or my personal account. But I love that. I have conversation with people. There's YouTubers that come through Tuber Chat that I speak to now on the phone often every week and stuff like that. And I love it, because we're always sharing information, always finding new ways to grow. And I'm learning from everybody every day, so that I can improve not only my own channels, the other channels that I run for other people as well. It all benefits everybody. So forgive my long-winded speech. Let's move on to another channel here. Okay, thank you, Oak Style. Thank you for all the time you've spent today. TikTok viral. Let me see if I can find TikTok viral before I put our next. Oh, how did I do it? I went through here. Let's see if my thing's going to work right now. Let me see. Your transcript will be our next channel. Okay, here's TikTok viral. Let me get this in the chat for anybody that wants to connect with them and is having trouble finding them. There's a link for TikTok viral. And then let me see, your transcript is going to be the next channel up on the screen right now. I'm not sure if they're still here. Probably not. Oh, see, Zelda Master John, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Zelda Master John and I talk, really on Instagram. I say the phone, but it's, Instagram doesn't matter, phone call. And I have other creators that I talk to as well. We have these conversations, but we learn from each other all the time. I learn from creators of all sizes every day. Then I hope to relay everything that I know and everything that I learn, so that you can add it to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn, so that you can make the right decisions for your channel based on all the information that we share. Thank you, Cozy Relaxation. Thank you very much. They will be featured on Monday. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. It looks like it. Okay, let's, oh, Ladita Lockaby, are you here? I didn't welcome you when you came in. I'm so sorry, but thank you. Welcome back. It's always nice to have you in here. Hopefully you feel welcome and are connecting with lots of other creators in the chat. This is Our Life was here from the very beginning of the live stream today. I'm not sure if they'll still be here either. That's a new connection for Tuber Chat. So still, what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I'd like to give them about 10 minutes of watch time, but there we go. So I'll take this, add it to my watch later. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And then I will give them a thumbs up always. We should always be doing that for each other. And I will subscribe to them. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. And This will be a solid connection for Tuber Chat. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other in the chat. I'll spin the last couple, but I'm not sure if these are even here either because it was so long ago. And then we will get shortly into our tutorial on how to do the featured channels list. So I'm going to do that in about 5 minutes. And I'll show you how we feature channels on our front page. I hope this is the right thing. Brody, namaste. Are you still here? Probably not, but it's been a couple hours already. Tuber Chat, I believe, is going to start running for 3 hours now. It was 2 hours up until last week. We've had a couple long ones. One day we went for 4 hours. I can't be 100% sure if this is the right Brody, namaste. Let me just look back and see how many there are. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. It is, yes. So I'm going to take their latest video, add it into my watch later list, and then again, you guys know how I do this. I will watch that video in full, leave a meaningful comment, give them a thumbs up, and I'll subscribe to them. And then Arizona Insider, hopefully I answered your question about the playlist. Mick, for real, great job asking about swapping playlists. Yes, if anybody's willing to swap playlists, please please mention them. Let's look at MAH videos too. I'll put you on the, you'll take Brody's spot on the wheel because MAH video has inspired me to do the featured channels collaboration that, and they've been here the whole time, that we're going to do in a few minutes here. Generosa and Katha, I think you left. I'm not sure if you're still, oh no, you're right there. Never mind. You're right here. My BS Life 500, good. Generosa and Katha, here we, oh, you have 500, great. There you are, right on 500. So hopefully we're going to give Generosa and Katha a couple more today. Hopefully everybody who hasn't connected will connect with Generosa because then they will make sure that they stay above the 500. Sometimes you know what happens when YouTube purges, we lose a couple of subscribers, and I never wish that for anybody. Cena Wolf, thank you for coming back in. Did Michael's Adventures come in today? Oh, I see something mentioning. I see somebody mentioning Michael's Adventures, but I don't see them. Blind Needle, thank you very much for the kind words and reminding everybody, yes, please don't spam. Spell out numbers whenever you're going to use them, and then like, share, and all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Cena Wolf, today is Friday, so that's great. And then let me, I'll spin just for fun, but we know we're going to look at MAH videos. And then I'll move on to our tutorial that we're talking about today. Don't need the wheel anymore. Let's get MAH videos up here. So here we go. Sometimes you see these red lines. It's not from not watching. It's from going back and commenting afterwards. But there we go. And what I'm going to do shortly is talk about how to feature channels on your front page. So if you don't know already how to do it, it's a wonderful collaboration. And what it basically does is when you feature channels on your front page of your own YouTube channel, you are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audiences and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. You can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So it's a wonderful thing that I think all creators can do. And then if you're willing to do it, I'm going to show you how it's done in a few minutes, and it can really add some support to your channel when you collaborate with other creators like that. So I'm going to get you to pardon me for 1 second. We're going to look at MAH videos for a second here. I'm going to just grab myself another drink. I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me for that, everyone. I just grabbed myself another can of something I shouldn't be drinking. Diet iced tea. And now I'm going to get to the tutorial that I was talking about. So let me close a couple of windows here. When we look at our channel, so if you're logged in and you're looking at your front page, you'll see the if you have the featured channels here, I'm going to show you how to add it. You'll see this button called Customize Channel. So we click that, and it's going to go into kind of the old school way of looking at YouTube before they changed to this studio beta and all that stuff that they were talking about. But that's okay. On the right-hand side here, you see that we have the list of featured channels. There's a little pen here. So we go to Edit Module. And now we see you can change the title if you want from Featured Channels. And maybe I'll change it. Featured Creators. And I got to find a channel to add here. Thank you, Blind Needle. So let us get... Is there anybody who's featured Tuber Chat that I don't know about already on their front page or my personal channel? I trade favors absolutely on both channels for this. Oh, Brody Namaste, what happened there? Oh, you retracted your... We had your channel up for a minute, so hopefully you saw that. Well, I put it up on the screen for a couple minutes. We talked about it. So let's look for MAH videos. I'm assuming you're going to do this after. So here's MAH videos. Little Tadler and Kayla, thank you for coming back. So now all I want is the URL from the channel up in the channel bar here. Sherry Green, thank you. That's my personal channel. So if you want to connect with me over there, I'll connect back with you after the live stream today. So I take the URL from the address bar that I just got the channel from, and I paste it in here where it's looking for it. But anytime you're sharing your URL anywhere on the internet, you want to add a little piece of code. It's very, very easy, but I'll show you how to do it. We put a question mark and the words sub_confirmation equals 1. And what that does, we click add, and that adds the channel to the bottom of our featured channels list. Then we click done, and it's saved. what that does is when somebody goes to your channel with that, little Toddler and Caleb, please don't ask. The best idea is to reach out to creators in the chat one by one, and go first. So you visit them and join their family and show them love, and then come back and let them know that you've done that, and then they will do the same thing for you. But when you ask for it like that, that's considered spam by the YouTube community guidelines. So we have to remove your message. That's the only reason we removed it. But just reach out to anybody that you want to and connect with them first, and then they will turn back and connect with you in return. And forgive me, everybody. So as I was saying with the feature creators, when you put your URL and you put that little code at the end, what happens is when somebody goes to your channel for the first time through that code or through that URL, they're presented with a window that asks, would you like to subscribe to this creator? So they have no choice but to either subscribe or not right that second. So you'll find more subscriptions coming in, because otherwise they may have just gone to your channel, started watching a video, and forgot to subscribe. So we want to try to maximize impact everywhere when we can. So as well, when you're doing the feature channels here, after you've put the channel in and saved, you click this shuffle button. And what this is for is if you're featuring more than 10 channels in your list, YouTube will only show 10 at a time. So when you put the shuffle on, it will show a random, 10 channels every single time somebody goes to the page, and it evenly splits them. If you don't do that, it'll only show the first 10, and it's a bit of a headache to get to the rest of them, and I don't think anybody ever actually goes to the area where you need to find them. So this helps maximize the impact of that whole collaboration. Kabura, I am going to have to connect with you after the live stream. That's my personal channel, Kevin K, but I'll be happy to do that. And then when we go to my channel, you'll see now that hopefully it's been added, but we've got like 40 channels in there. And when I look at the list, when I refresh the page, you'll see that the 10 channels that YouTube is showing will change. It's shuffling between them all. There's a few of our friends right there. Lots of generous creators who have collaborated with us. So again, if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page or my personal channel, Kevin K, then please let me know, because I return that favor with both channels always, and I'm happy to do it. Tuber Chat is lucky to be featured on over 40 channels now on their front pages, and that's part of what's helping us grow, and I really appreciate all the generosity of everybody for doing that. As well, hopefully everybody subscribed and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times will change. As you see, the live streams are all set up already, or you can go to the front page of Tuber Chat and get notified about each one. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. I really appreciate all the time that you can spend here at Tuber Chat. As we grow and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every minute. I don't know about Kristen shouting you out there, Jaden. I'm not sure, but we generously do a lot of that whenever we can. And then Yasmin Robinson, my pleasure. Let me just get to our home feed here. So what I'm going to do is give everybody another live stream to continue to connect that if you want to move on. And I'm going to wrap up our live stream right now, but I'll give you a link to a growth network that we go into. And I hope that you'll say Tuber Chat Raid when you get there. That's what we call it, raiding another channel when we go over there. And I will go over there as well. My BS Life, thank you very much. And head over to that link that I just dropped and say Tuber Chat Raid. That's a growth network where we have gained hundreds of subscribers, both for Tuber Chat and for my personal channel. And Sherry Green, you're very welcome. Hopefully we'll see everybody again tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. The times are changing, but we'll head over to Melda and Amr right now so we can continue to connect with people genuinely. And thank you again, everybody, for the time that you've spent. And hopefully we'll see